Okay, everyone, I'm really excited for this little unboxing today. I'm going to be unboxing the 3DIO binaural microphone. It came in a box, and in the box is this package here and this little package here. I believe people said it was a little weird and funky that it came, the components come in different kind of boxes, but we'll see. Let's see how it comes. Let's do a little bit of unboxing. I don't do enough unboxing, so I should really be having my box cutter with me, but I'm going to use a pair of scissors and try not to cut myself. Oh, I see. So I ordered the wind muffs. These are going to be really cool and very goofy looking. Oh my gosh, look how quality. This is really high quality. It's a it's ear muff. It's got this really nice setting here. You can actually use it for your own ears. And so what happens is I'll be putting this on the mic and it's going to act as the windscreen. Let's set that down. Remove a little bit of plastic. Okay, so on the website, the mic said it comes in a box. And they said after you're done with the mic, put it back in the box. But apparently the box is this really nice case. Okay. So let's open it up. Inside, you're going to find the mic. Looks like some cables and some instructions. And it's just really basic. It's a very... Take out the mic. And what you're supposed to do is avoid setting it down on its side where it could collapse the silicone ears. This is going to be really creepy and weird. There you go. This is the 3DIO FS XLR version. So at the bottom, there's two XLR ports. I can run phantom power too. On the back, has just an on-off switch, plus a bass roll-off. I'm going to keep that off, I believe. And you have two mics, one here for each ear. It's spaced roughly the width of a human head. And it comes with just a default mic stand jack. Let's see if I can remove this. And you can remove this adapter here, which will give you a 1/4 thread, so you can plug it into a different, which would be good for adapting. I plan on mounting this to my gimbal and going out and doing some shoots, but for now I'm going to put it into this mic stand that I'm going to, and this is just a 5/8 thread microphone stand. Put it right here. There it is. So let's see what else is in the box. Included in the box is 3.5mm headphone jack. I heard the cable is not as great. Probably a cheap one. I'm going to replace it with a better one. Silica gel pack. I would keep it in the box just to prevent moisture. And let's see what kind of documentation comes with it. It's like a QR code to get additional information, warning about the battery inside, and just general documentation that you're going to get on their website. So I'll just keep it with the box in case I'm out in the field and I need to access something. But for the most part, that is the entire setup. People in unboxing videos find ways to, you know what, documentation, recycle. I changed my mind. I'm going to keep it in here. Seems kind of lame to just toss it. Case is really nice. Pretty well protected. I'm not a big fan of carrying around cases for specialized items, but this is a very specialized item. So let's also test out the wind muffs. So I got two sets. Let's see if I can get this to work. the whole thing will actually go over like that. So there's some elastic and it wraps around the, okay. So I'm going to get into a little bit of ASMR work. Okay. My intention behind this is to kind of create a mic. I wanted to get into 3D podcasting. And so to be able to speak around at different angles, this podcast mic will only speak mono. So you're only getting just one, you're hearing it, both ears, but you're not getting that stereo effect. With this, it's going to sound like as if I'm talking to you at whatever distance and the ear's picking it up. I'm going to play around with this a little bit more, and then I'm going to set it up, and we'll switch to a little demonstration. Hey, this is a little sync test. I am now using the 3DIO FS XLR version. And earlier this year, I read a headline article about how iHeartRadio is getting into 3D podcasting using binaural audio. So essentially what you have is you have a mic here, mic here. Earlier when I did the unboxing device, I showed that I was going to do a little demonstration. And so I want to play around with a couple features. You'll notice one benefit of binaural audio is it comes in either your left or right ear. So let's play around that. Just crinkling some plastic. Let me rub the ears a little bit. It's almost kind of creepy. And so the benefit is you actually want to pick up the ambient sound of the environment. In this case, you're going to hear my mic autofocus happening. You're going to hear the fans of my lights over there. Me playing around with my lighter. And what I'm hoping to do with this is to create a different medium, kind of really use this technology beyond just ASMR. So if you go on Google online, you'll see a lot of that kind of content. But I wonder if we can produce just different content because we are so far removed from the world today. How can we connect a little bit better and bring my environment closer to you? So if you're listening to this, make sure you got headphones on, otherwise it's going to sound kind of funky. But that's the general part. I'm going to walk around a little bit and you let me know what you think. It's kind of messy in here, a little crowded, but this is ASMR. This is binaural audio. So essentially there's a channel here, and the mics are separated roughly the distance of your ears. They're silicone ears, looks kind of goofy and weird, but that allows you to be able to hear from both sides. Especially if I lean in and tell you a little secret. That we're gonna try to do some cool stuff with this. Maybe get into some storytelling. And I'll whisper something in your ears. What do you think? Thanks for watching. Hey, so that's it. Hey, let me know what you think about the little first recording I've done with the 3DIO. It took a little bit of finicking around to really understand how this works. So I panned and created separate channels in my recorder. So I ended up having 2 tracks. When I brought it into Final Cut Pro, I ended up having to pan each one of those tracks to the left and right and then get them mixed correctly. I'm not an audio engineer, so for me, like this is all brand new to me. So far, it's kind of a cool device. I think I also kind of want to put some oogly eyes right here to kind of simulate a head. I'm definitely going to tinker and add some of my stickers and stuff onto it. And I'm excited to take it out, put the WIM Muffs on and see how it works. But I wanted to also just take a moment to think about, you know, is this a gimmicky toy or is it just a overly expensive mic? I think there's lots of different use cases. I want to push filmmaking a little bit, want to push some of my videos that I could produce to change more ambient sound to really kind of not just simply pick up like this. All right, this dynamic mic picks up just my voice and nothing else. You don't hear all the ambient sound within this space. And sometimes that's good for a podcast, for example, where we want to focus on just the content and the topic. But when the story is the environment, when the story includes the feelings and the perceptions, and what I haven't done yet in my own personal work is adding in sound effects and adding in not just artificial sound effects, but real sound effects, picking up the actual clicks and the booms and the bangs and falling down. It's all part of life. And so I'm excited to really take this to the next level. If you're interested, I think, in a lot of my future videos, I'm going to include some form of binaural audio into my work, but also figuring out how I'm going to bring this into my podcast specifically. So I'll leave a link to my podcast in the description below. You can check it out. But it's about my company business, storytelling. We just finished up season 3 on racism, but now we're going to focus more into using storytelling to make the world better. And so I'm going to use this to record my podcast, and it's going to switch away from guest speakers to just me talking to you one-on-one in that podcast. And so it will give me a chance and opportunity to focus really deep, get into some editing of binaural audio. I'm going to be loading it into Final Logic Pro 10 and then figuring out how to use it. So let me know what you think. And should I keep doing more of this? See you in the next one.